So listen, this is my cousin Rap. He's from the town.
Hey.
What's up? There ain't much more town than here. Okay? Tell her where you came up. What area you from?
East Oakland, 85th.
Okay, East Oakland.
Yeah. And so he has a really great podcast called No Vultures. And he's been putting in this work for years, and we've been talking about it for years, and he took matters into his own hands.
Dope.
And there's no other platform that really can explain Bay Area artist history, independent artist history, as well as he does.
Wow.
He does deep dives. You know, he was like earlier, hey, you know that Nick Cannon paid for some piano lessons. Is that true?
You know what's crazy? Nick Cannon actually, he let me use his studio every day after school, and his engineers. Nobody knows this, and I love Nick because he really saw something in me, and he wanted to do music with me, and he would like find samples, and it was really funny time. But I was like 14, and I lived in LA with my dad, and every day after school I would be in the studio, and he'd be right there, and he'd be letting me just use his studio.
Nick Cannon.
He doesn't get the credit that he deserves, so thank you, Nick.
Same with Kehlani.
Thank you.
You know, Nick.
Yeah, it's crazy because Kehlani and I, we've known each other since we were kids, and we were in a band together with Dwayne Wiggins' son from Tony Pop Life, exactly.
Wait a minute.
And you know how we got the name? We used to do the song Pop Life by Prince.
Yes.
Boom, get, boom, get, boom,
Pop
get. Exactly.
Life.
Yeah.
What's the matter with your
Exactly.
world?
Exactly.
Wow.
So we,
Thank you, Gabby. I be telling him he can't sing.
You know,
he called me a hater.
All right. So yeah, we used to be in a group together, and then I left the group and kind of did my own thing. But me and Kehlani kept in touch, and I remember me and Nick were talking because she was on America's Got Talent with the group, and he was like, "Oh yeah, where's Kehlani?" And I was like, "She's in Oakland." And he was like, "Oh well, connect me to her." And my dad talked to her mom and her aunt and was like, "Can Kehlani?" Because we were minors at the time. She was like a teenager. "Can she come to LA?" And she came to LA, and I moved out at that point, and we stayed in contact. I remember when my song played on the radio, then her song came on the radio. We were like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. So it's crazy to see where we are now, and I'm so proud of her and happy for her.
Nick Cannon.
Shout out to Ray too. Ray Brown. What up, Ray?
So Rap, on behalf of No Vultures, do you have a question for Gabriella?
I absolutely do. Well, first of all, I want to say we super proud of you in the Bay.
Thank
Like,
you.
just super proud of you. And coming from a city that went bankrupt. Don't let that go over nobody's head.
That's right.
She come from a city that went bankrupt, so it's not a lot of opportunity coming out of her city. And so what I wanted to know is, how do you translate what we call in the Bay Area isms, right? So how do you slide, right? So we have such a regional sound that sometimes it don't translate to the rest of the world. But somehow you, La Russell, Simba, people like that of that stature have been able to translate how we are, our behavior, how we talk, how we dance, you guys have been able to translate that over to the rest of the world. And I just wanted to know, how are you able to do that so seamlessly? Because Slide is like basically a slowed down hyphy song.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's exactly what it is.
In fact, my little homie was in the video on 85th. I didn't know you guys was there. Yeah.
That's crazy.
He was on a bike. Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah,
That's
so
dope.
I really want to know, how do you do that? Like, how do you make the rest of the world, come to your world or our world and understand what's going on?
I feel like we've been one of the biggest influences, though, because
Facts.
people, they try to be like, they low-key know the hyphy movement, even if they don't know the hyphy movement. You know what I'm saying? But I grew up on all that stuff. Like, it's just a part of my DNA. So it's like kind of the approach even to my first project is paying attention to what's going on in the world today and bringing your energy into that, and you invite people in. You know what I mean? If that makes sense, it's like you're kind of bringing people into your world, and like you said, it's a slow down hyphy song, but it's got different elements in it, and the cadence is a little bit. It's Bay Area, but it's got so many other aspects of it. It kind of has a bit of East Coast flavor. You know what I mean? But it also has that like cool, laid back thing. And then YG brought the LA thing. So it's like, I think there's a few different elements in there mixed with the foundation of the Bay Area, where people could appreciate and be like, wait, I'm feeling this. I know this. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think it's about bringing the fun because that's really what it is. Like going stupid, dumb, and hyphy is like just fun. It's going crazy. Like you know, that's that Bay Area that's just always gonna be part of who I am.
Let's let that slap real quick. We gonna come back with some callers and some mystery sack. Okay, Shade 45.